Day of the Devs showcase ran for a little bit under an hour. The first game talked about is Time Flies. The premise is that you're a fly that lives for a certain amount of time, and you have to do things within that time allotted. Simply put, it's a game about human life to the point where you choose to start in the world affects how long you live. Well, how long you got. An example is that an American has a life expectancy of 77.4 years, so you get 77.4 seconds as a fly. The game releases on every console besides Xbox, sometimes next year. Planet Lana is shown next. It seems to be an adventure side-scroller, similar to the likes of Ori and the Blind Forest, Inside, or Limbo, whichever one, in that nature. The world looks interesting, especially with the monsters and robots. It releases for Xbox and PC sometime this year. Next game is Choo-Choo Charles, an open-world horror survival game where your overall goal is to kill a spider train. You have to do jobs for locals to get upgrades for your own train and weapons. The game is on Steam and is coming sometime this year. Escape Academy, a game created by a group known for making actual escape rooms. The game is a puzzle game since it's set around escape rooms, so that was kind of obvious. The game could be played solo or with a partner. The game released July 14th of this year. Oh, the shit came out already. It's on Game Pass, so go check it out if you want to, if it interests you. A Little to the Left follows after. The game is about solving puzzles via tidying up and rearranging items. So, if you enjoy those types of things like me, the game is supposed to release for the Nintendo Switch and PC sometime this year. Bear in Graphics is shown. It's about a bear that runs a bit in graphics. Yeah, it's a management and adventure game about running a B&B in the woods. So it has the usual things such as having to manage inventory, constantly upgrading rooms, cooking, and all that jazz. Personally, for me, I love the art style and management games, so I will be playing it when it comes out July 28th of this year for Nintendo Switch and Steam. So in about a few days, but in actuality, it's probably out already when I make the video, when it comes out. Animal Well is a new 8-bit game that follows in the footsteps of games like Castlevania, where you go around finding new items to solve puzzles and to continue adventuring, where an item has multiple uses. It's coming to the PlayStation 5 and PC sometimes this year. Naiad is a relaxing game about helping creatures in the river, moving obstacles, solving puzzles, and overall being a guardian to the river. The game comes out later this year for PC and consoles. Roots of Pacha, a farming simulation set in the Stone Age, having to build up your settlement by gathering items, inventing tools and machines, interacting with people, and overall pushing humanity forward. It's in the same vein as Stardew Valley, so if you're interested, it releases later this year. The world premiere of Desta, The Memories Between, is shown. The game is about a young man returning home and him having to fix and rekindle relationships that was left in tatters when he left. They do this by fighting monsters with a ball, finding words to express themselves. The game has no set release date yet. Schim is shown. It's a shadow platformer where you jump from shadow to shadow, pushing to find your human shadow that you got separated from. The game has no set release date yet, and it looks interesting. Moving on, 2 Japanese titles are announced. The first being Fox and Frog Travelers, the Demon of Adashino Island, which is a 3D action adventure where the duo has to survive what lurks in the shadows. The second one being Goodbye World. It's about 2 young indie game creators and the ups and downs of creating games. It comes out later this year on PC. Birth is a puzzle adventure point and click, whose themes follow that of being alone. It comes out in August. How to Say Goodbye is by helping ghosts understand and come to grips that they have died, while protecting them from the wizard that can't let things go. It comes out sometimes this year. With this, it's time to say goodbye to the Day of the Devs. Next one up is Devolver Direct.
We'll see you next time.
Aha! You thought it was over, but it is actually not. Day of the Devs continues with a special after-party performance by the one and only Peter Berkman of Anamanaguchi fame. He's debuting new music from a game you've probably never heard of. It's called Little Nemo and the Guardians of Slumberland. And the reason you haven't heard of it is because it's debuting on Kickstarter at this very freaking moment. Enjoy. See you later. Thanks for tuning in to Day of the Devs Summer Game Fest Edition. Bye.